founder of Mr.Moustache's Cakes. I handle the marketing and business part in it. So first of all, I would like, if you guys are comfortable, you guys can share your videos, you can switch it on, and maybe you can mute yourself, and so that there's no confusion or anything. And you can also let me know your names because what I can see right now is Redmi, HP, and Sharon, I guess. So you can maybe tell me your names so it's better to interact and take it forward. You can maybe write down it on the chat if you guys are comfortable writing it down. You can speak it out loud. Just let me know your name just for better communication. Okay, I can see that some people have unmuted themselves. I think you guys can type it out. That I think will be better because like if you guys unmute yourself right now, it's creating a little bit of disturbance. So then other people won't be able to listen properly. Okay, I think I'll just start and I'll call you by HP or Redmi or Sharon. And I would also love to know if you guys can type it out, like why are you attending this session? So then it'll be easier for me to answer those questions respectively. Because if we both have some agenda in mind, like from your end and my end, it'll be easier to conduct the session. I can know what all is in your mind and what direction do you want the session to be in. Because entrepreneurship is a vast area to cover. So maybe we can take one thing at a time and cover it. So if you guys have any questions in the beginning only, you can put it in the chat box and then we can take it forward. I'll just, you can write down your names here if you're comfortable. And yeah, so about our business, like Mr. Moustache's Cakes, it's run by my dad and I, and we started it almost 1 year back. So my dad is a baker, and he has a mustache. So for the same reason, it's called Mr. Moustache's Cakes. And I handle the entrepreneurship sector, and he does the baking. So he handles the baking entirely. I'm the one person who enters the kitchen and ruins everything. So I stick to my laptop and the marketing sector in the business area. And yeah, so this is the gist of what we do, and I'll elaborate everything. Like I'll go into the details of how we function and everything, and that's it. Yeah, for like I think really for better communication, we can all join this call on board, and then so I won't feel like I'm talking to just screen. So if you guys are comfortable showing your face and all, it'll be better, and if not, it's okay. So I can start by telling our routines, how we go ahead. Hi, Sharon. I can see Sharon introducing herself. And Sharon, can you tell me what is the agenda of attending this call today and what exactly would you like to know? And meanwhile, I can talk to other people and you can write that down. And so, starting with our normal routines, I'll tell you how our day goes by, my dad and I. So, my dad is also, he has another shop which is for electronics and mobiles. So, he handles that and he also bakes. So, we don't keep stuff baked at one time because, like, because of Garmi and all, it gets wasted. So, we bake fresh cakes whenever an order comes. So, it's a lot of up and down for him. He's like at work there and then he bakes here. So, it's a struggle for him. Also, my dad is almost 52 and I am 24. So it's like I just started my career and he's almost at the verge of ending his career. But that's what makes us special. Like, I'm coming from a fresh perspective, he's coming from an experienced perspective, and that's what gets us together. So it's a balance of both the things. We try to maintain the balance. I know it's kind of tricky to work with the dad. It's hard to maintain the personal and private relationship if you're working together. But yeah, I mean, we do have our fights and all because like conflicts of opinions, but we do get through. So okay, you're a home baker and you're looking to expand. Okay, this will be a great session for you. We have another person joining us. Okay. So this is one part of it. And for him, the day is like he's either baking or he's trying out new recipes. He's trying to revamp the menu. He's figuring out how to store the dishes, and he's trying to look for new things. And for me, my day starts with I start my day by checking notifications on social media profiles, because this is like nowadays we get a lot of queries online. So like we don't want to miss on that. And like for all the bakers, I'm telling you, and anyone who's gonna pursue their business further, you should really be active on social media, attending to your customers' requests. Because I've seen if I do end up replying to them in like later than 2 hours, the query just goes away. Like they're not interested anymore. I mean, I'm saying that don't stay connected online all the time. I know that'll drive you nuts, but that doesn't mean that you're like, okay, I'll reply to this person, baad mein, it's not that important. It's very important. You should treat your customer as the god. Like how it says. It sounds cliched, but that's true. It works that way. So try to reply to instant queries, and that will take things forward. Because like if you don't reply instantly, people think, oh, this is a laid back company, they're not pretty serious about their work. Why my customers are very, they want things their way. So if you don't give it to them that way, then it wouldn't be taking it forward. So I'm assuming this call is a lot of customers and bakers, so we'll keep it a mixture of both. So no offense to anyone. And I'm just giving perspective and ideas what goes in the mind of a customer and the baker. Baker can be any, like, business person if you're referring to here. So that, and you have to treat everybody's importance in a certain way that they don't feel left out or missed out. So if the customer is saying that give me extra sugar in my cake, attend to that. Do not skip on these little details. Like, okay, personally, let's say if you would do sugarless products, but the customer is specifically asking for extra sugar, do it, give it to him. Like, you don't want to upset the customer, because you want the order to be coming in again and again, again and again. And if you do miss out on these little details, they just think that you're not professional and all. And talking about professionalism, you need to really work on this one big aspect. You know how people, they're home bakers. I'm talking about how normally bakers think, because I was also at that stage, and now I'm developing and growing further. So I do notice the difference, how I used to take my business lightly earlier, and now I take it very seriously professionally. So there are a few things that you need to realize. Like, when you're talking to your customer, you can't call them with informal introductions. You can't say, let's say how people normally say bro, or like dude or whatever. You can't call them like that. You have to treat them with respect, a professional way to handle it. And if they have a query, do not barge on them, do not hinder their whatever they're saying. Listen to them very calmly. Do not take the criticism very personally, because they're just demanding for what they wanted. Maybe it'll just help you to grow. So handling criticism is also another point to grow. Like now, people, I think they get very offended if someone corrects them. So let's say if I sent an order and the person is complaining that the sugar was less in his cake, which is okay. Like I can also do a mistake. Do not like panic if you did something wrong. It's fine. You can maybe send him another cake with more sugar, or you can apologize to him, instead of being like, nay nay nay, I had to put a lot of sugar, how can you say that my product wasn't the best? That's not the way to go ahead. Like, whatever I'm talking about right now, I've noticed this in previous businesses that are where I've worked with, and things I see I've also done, my friends have also done, my peers, my father, everybody. We all make mistakes and learn from it. But the only thing is, if you actually learn from it, एक तो बोलने वाली बात हो सकती है, ठीक है, someone told me to do this and मैंने एक कान से सुना, दूसरे कान से निकाल दिया. That's not how it works. If you're running a business, you have to take everything seriously. You can't take things as a joke. Like, personally, I'm a person who's very carefree, likes to laugh around. But in business, I can't have that same attitude, because like if I am carefree, I take things lightly. My customers will take me lightly, and in return, the whole business will go in a lightly, like you won't be recognized, you wouldn't be respected and all. And so you need to prioritize your customer as the first thing, and then you can do your other things later. And handling my business, again, I have a team of interns. So I would advise everybody who is working, they can all have a team of interns or employees or whosoever. So you can probably have some people working for you, because I understand running everything by yourself can get a little tedious. You can't, if you think that you can manage everything alone, that's not true. Like personally, I tried doing it, it does not work. So for me it's a different thing, because like my dad and I, we work together, but I understand for a home baker, usually you are only baking, you're also handling the business. I understand it can be a little tough, but what you can do is you can do one thing at a time. So let's say you can divide your baking time, like, so there are, let's say, 24 hours in a day, and I do advise, like, if you have to become an entrepreneur, like you have to quit on your sleep, parties, friends, chilling session, you have to be really dedicated and serious. So, and if you're one single person, then it's a tough job for you. You have to divide your work day into two parts. Like you can bake in the first half, or you can work on marketing stuff on the first half. Whenever you feel you're more energetic, do your marketing stuff at that time. Whenever you feel lethargic, do your bakery stuff at that time, because bakery would want you to do work and all, so that way you won't get sleepy or tired. So that's what I would advise to people who are handling it solely. And if you guys have any questions in the middle or whatsoever, you can put it in the chat box. I can attend to them later on. I can answer them instantly as well. I don't mind. And talking about interns also, like, so what I do is I have a bunch of interns who handle things for me. Like there are social media interns, business development interns, because in business every category has to be attended, from PR to business development to social media to website, every single thing, to CRM, customer relationship management. So if you guys are genuinely interested to upscale your business, firstly I would advise you to make a plan, business plan. What I did wrong was, when I started, मैंने बस एकदम से start कर दिया था, एक दिन idea आया, next day I implemented it, third day I was on. That's a one way of starting it, but it didn't take me in the right direction. So what I realized was, repeat what exactly? I'll repeat it. What do you want me to repeat? So what I was saying was, you should make a business plan. Maybe if you can't make a 1 year or 2 year business plan, you can find a lot of templates online. Make like a 6 month plan. That should be good enough, because I understand you have a lot of things to do. You have to handle your household and do other things as well. Make chota sa 6 months ka plan, and write down everything, what your target should be, how your business would be, what are your business values. And okay, so I was saying that, I'll get back to that. So I was saying, you can divide your day into two halves. You can divide one part of your day for baking, one part of your day for doing the marketing and business stuff, like basically the laptop work. So when you're fresh and you're just woken up, your ideas are very fresh at that time. You can focus on marketing at that time, because you'll be creative and all. And at the other half of the day, when you're dead, you're tired, you don't feel like being on laptop or in front of a screen anymore, start baking at that time, because like you'll be more energetic, you'll be moving around, doing household work and all, so that'll keep your work going on. And another thing to keep the balance, because like you will go crazy if you're working during the day on laptop stuff and then on bakery stuff. Take breaks बीच में, maybe hang out with your kids, maybe read some newspaper, read some stuff online, play some video games. That's what I do. So that's what keeps me going, because I can't just work all the time. Like it's insane, and you need to have that balance for yourself as well. Also, you need to have strict guidelines and discipline for yourself as well. So like how I mentioned in the beginning, so people who join later, I was just saying that treat your customer as a god. Like if the customer is asking for a query at that time, respond to it immediately. But that also means that you don't have to stay awake at 4 a.m. for a query. Like agar wo aati hai, aane do. That one you can still attend to 9 a.m. in the morning when you wake up. That's fine. That much is okay. Like a customer understands that you sleep as well. So it's not like तुमको 24 घंटे online रहना है सबको respond करने के लिए. So what you can do is, you can keep a specific time for yourself. Like, like I have pledged that I won't work beyond 2 a.m. Like that's my deadline. So, but I also wake up late. So that's okay with me. So you can all personally keep a deadline for yourself. कि इतने बजे तक I'll sleep, इतने बजे तक I'll eat, and इसके बाद I will not work. Because you have to have that family balance and like your personal life balance with the work life balance. You can't mix them, you can't overlap them, you have to keep it separate. And also if you do end up working a lot, sacrificing on your sleep and all, your family will feel a little left out. So you have to keep that aspect in mind as well, because there are other needs and things to be attended as well. So that is there. And the other thing I was telling you about interns, like, you can have your employees, you can, because I understand, like, capital can be a little hard in the end, in the starting to collect. So you can have interns to work for you. They are pretty good and they're very fresh, energetic interns with new ideas and opinions. They're ready to contribute and all. Take advantage of that. Make them work. Give them a lot of work. Let them explore, because they're at the right age where they're like learning and they have this desire to learn every single day. So you can take their opinions at work. And talking about opinions, so I would advise, if you guys can have a mentor for yourself, that'd be great. Personally, like, my dad has been running a business since a really long time, but he's not into baking aspect. He just got into baking aspect since 2 3 years. So he used to bake at home, for as his passion. So he was never into it like fully. So I told him that why not pursue this further. So I don't have a mentor for myself, but what I do is I do take help and advice of my friends. So I keep asking them. So let's say if I had to decide a logo and I'm confused as to what looks nice and what doesn't, so I would send them pictures. Can you help me? Please pick one. And they're your friends. They always help you out. You can ask your family. You can ask your interns. They'll give you second-hand opinions. They'll give you more ideas and they'll advise you. Jitna you can ask around, ask people. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not like तुम लोग दूसरे लोगों को अपने आइडिया बता रहे हो, तुम लोग बस पूछ रहे हो. That much should be fine. Another thing leading to this, अब इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं है कि जो सब बोल रहे हैं वो सब तुम भी करो. Like, do listen to everybody, but go by what your gut tells you. That's what I do. I trust my intuition. Like, so there was this one day I asked my intern to design a post, and I had different opinions, she had different opinion, and I didn't know what to go ahead with. So I was just like, okay, like, let's give her a chance, let her design this post this time. So when it went out, I wasn't pretty much satisfied with it, but I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot. And in turn, it didn't yield good results, because like I already had a dicey feeling about it. But then next time I told her to do things a little bit my way, using her way as well, and then it yielded out better results. So always trust your intuition. If it's telling you this won't work out, it won't work out. And another thing, if you feel it won't work out, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है हाथ पे हाथ रख के बैठ जाओ. You can also work things out. So one very important thing to being an entrepreneur, if you see a challenge coming your way, rona nahi hai, sarna nahi, you have to work to it, attend to it immediately. You can't be like, I can't do this, I give up, I quit. No, that's not you. That's what maybe a non-entrepreneur would do, but entrepreneurs don't have the, let's say, the option. I understand you're a human, but if you have to be an entrepreneur, you cannot quit. You have to keep on going every single day. Troubles aati hain, problems keep on coming, but that does not mean that you're like cribbing about it. Oh, I have so many hardships, how do I go forward? Treat it one day at a time. Keep solving it dheere dheere dheere. You know how you solve a puzzle or a sudoku? You don't take chances or moves, one thing, all of them at same time, right? You go one by one. So you can go the same way. Take your business as a challenge, as a puzzle, and do it one by one at once. So that's what I love doing, the business thing. I love doing marketing. I love handling people. I love managing people. That's why I'm taking it forward. So all the people who think that you have these necessary ideals in yourself, you can go forward. I'm not. Another thing, like, some people think, just say, I keep, like, due to lockdown, you see a lot of people are opening up their blogs or Instagram pages, starting up something new. So what I feel for them is, if they have that capacity to turn it into a full-fledged business, then only they should go forward. Because एक बार तुमने पेज बना लिया, पिक्चर्स अपलोड कर दी, लाइक्स भी आ गए, 15 दिन के लिए आ जाएंगे, एक महीने के लिए आ जाएंगे. What happens after that? Like, what do? You've run out of your sources. You can't ask your friends anymore to like your posts, because they will be annoyed now. You've done word of mouth marketing. Ab kya kare? Like, now you don't have any capital, any sources. So this is why I was suggesting, always make a 6 month plan for people who are starting now. So it helps to have a direction and idea in mind. So if you feel like You can start the business plan like this. You can find out templates online. I can help you find out the templates. You guys can contact me after this. I can send you one. So ideally, it should be how much capital do you have at this time? How much would you need for these and these things to work out? How much budget can you keep for marketing? And how many people do you need on board? What all inventory do you need right now? इस सब का पूरा list बनाना पड़ता है to go forward. And how do you want your social media to look like? What are your business cores and values? What are the things that you're not ready to compromise on? What is the thing that you are a little too okay to adjust with? Plan it out first. ये सब लिख के कर लो, and then eventually it'll be easier for you. उसके बाद, like for an entrepreneur, it's kind of difficult to balance everything at one time. So you need a to-do list or something to make sure you know that you're going in the right direction. Because I understand एक इंसान जब सारी चीजें कर रहा है, you will be like मैं कितना सारी चीजें एक साथ करूँ. So at that time you need to handle things in a more mature manner where you make a plan. So ideally what I do is I wake up, I check my social media handles. After that, the first thing I do is I make a to-do list. और मुझे क्या क्या करना है. One thing is personal, like if I do have to go out, see someone, that's another thing. Second is professional. I make a list of things starting with maybe Instagram पे आज क्या क्या जाना है, फेसबुक पे आज क्या जाना है, वेबसाइट पे क्या चेंजेस होंगी, कल इंटर्न्स किस पे काम कर रहे थे, आई एड ऑन दैट टू माई लिस्ट. इफ आई डू हैव अ न्यू आइडिया मे बी इन माई स्लीप और टॉकिंग टू समवन, I add it to my list. Another thing about entrepreneurs, you have to always keep on thinking about your business. When I sent out the video where I was like, eat, drink, sleep, talk business, I meant it. Like that's the way I am right now. Because like lockdown where you don't have a lot of things to do anyway, so I dedicate myself fully to my business. So before going to sleep, I'm thinking कि आज जो मैंने किया था काम वो सही हुआ है कि नहीं, did it even yield the right results. This is another thing, like I was just reading a business, why do small businesses fail. So what I've realized is लोगों को कभी कभी इतना मन करता है बिजनेस करने का, they just get into it without thinking about it and having an idea and a proper plan. उनको है ठीक है बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर दिया, अब सबको पता चल गया, अब बंद तो कर नहीं सकते क्योंकि बेइज्जती हो जाएगी. That's not the thing. If the business is not working out, shut it. It's okay. There are other opportunities. Like how it said, God opens one, another door if one shuts. Treat it like that. If you feel like it's not working out, let's say, I always suggest कि keep a target for yourself कि इस महीने में मुझे 10,000 कमाना ही है. And let's say if you're continuously earning 3,000 2,000 per month, you need to talk to yourself कि am I even ready for this? Am I going in the right direction? जो मैंने plan किया था क्या वो चल भी रहा है कि नहीं? अगर नहीं चल रहा, shut it. It's okay. There's no problem. You've learned a lot. You know what to do, what not to do for the next time. And if you're achieving around 9K, 11K, anything related to 10K, it's great. Keep on going. Keep on going further. But do have this talk with yourself continuously कि am I doing the right thing? जितना मैंने पैसा इसमें लगाया है क्या मुझे वापस मिल रहा है कि नहीं, जितना मैं एफर्ट कर रहा हूँ मुझे वापस मिल रहा है कि नहीं. अगर ये सब चीज़ें वापस नहीं मिल रही, then what's the point of doing the whole business? You have to really keep track on what you're doing and what are you yielding. Like, so let's say, like initially I was feeling I'm posting every single day, I'm doing what entrepreneurs do, why am I not getting a reply back from my customers, why am I not receiving orders? Then I had a one day evaluation. I sat with myself by myself and I sat, okay, I'm doing this, is this yielding out results? Now how would you do that? Think of yourself as a customer. Okay, so if you post out a blurry picture that says buy now, okay, the customer, if the customer looks at it, he'll be like, buy what now? Nothing is even visible in the picture. What do I buy? So ऐसे करके just keep evaluating every action that you do. If you can't evaluate every single action, give yourself 1 hour a night, treat whatever you've done, think, was it the right thing that I did? And next morning when you wake up, change your actions according to the evaluations you did last night. So now, one day you wasted by posting that blurry picture with buy now. Next day, post a clear picture and write buy this carrot cake now. तो एक तो अगर उनको नहीं दिख रहा कि पिक्चर में कौन सा केक है, write it down, make it clear for them. Don't leave it to the customer to understand. अब ऐसे तो नहीं है, they all know what's happening in the background and all. Give it to them what they want. Okay, think of your business as something where you're contributing. I know you're doing it for yourself. This is the work that you love and all. but you have to give it back to the society. If you're not giving something back to people, they will not come back. You have to value their opinion, value their regard. And you know how, so let's say if two people are fighting and एक ही बात बोले जा रहे हैं, दूसरा सुन नहीं रहा है, दूसरा बोले जा रहा है, दूसरे की सुन नहीं रहा है. If you want to do that, carry on with, don't carry on with your business. If you want to actually hear the other person's opinion and value it and change yourself, then I would advise you to go ahead, and that will take you to places. And another thing, so what I saw is, you know how people who are running business since a really long time, they tend to get a little bit rude because they're under the pressure, they have to handle a lot of things. I understand you can get angry, irritated by people, you're dealing with people all the time and everybody is different. Your clients, your customer, your family, your interns, your team, everybody. So what I would advise is please, please, please be gentle with everybody. Maintain your kindness. Do not lose your patience. I mean, if let's say you're really angry and you're in a battle with your team or with your client, do not lose your calm. If you lose your calm, your business loses it. So keep thinking about your business. Your every action that you do would in turn lead to your business. If you're having a lazy day today, your business would feel lazy that day. If you're feeling dull today, your business would feel dull today. I'm not saying attach your business to your personality, but if you're prioritizing it and if you really value it, treat it like a project and do it. Like, also, if you really want to do it, then only go ahead with it. Don't go in for the sake of it. You know how I've heard people say, let's say if someone started posting a lot of pictures on their blog about cakes, let's say hypothetically I was baking cakes and I put a lot of pictures on Instagram, and my friends start commenting, please open a shop, please open a store, why don't you start selling it? That's a great idea. I should do it. It'll get me money and all. But do I have the right knowledge for it? Do I have the right desire to do it? Do I have the right capital to do it? ये सब चीज़ें सोचनी पड़ती है. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है तुमने एक दिन पोस्ट डाल दिए सारे और 2 दिन आपके फ्रेंड्स के कमेंट्स आ गए, do it further. That's not how it goes. You have to think about it practically. Emotions is one thing, practically is another thing. Again, do not mix your emotions with practical stuff at work. You can't, let's say your team member did something and you were mad at that. You can't just be like chalo theek hai, insaan hai, rehne dete. Where the person is wrong, it's wrong. You can't afford to do that mistake again. Don't go too lightly on things, because in turn it'll bother you in the end, and that's not what you want to do. So अगर गलती हो रही है, attend to it right there and then instead of delaying it. And if people do screw up, it's fine, they can make them, if they do understand their mistake, forgive them. If they don't, tell them where they went wrong. Do not hesitate. ये मत सोचो कि मैं कौन हूँ, मेरी लोग क्यों सुनेंगे. You have to have that power, you have to generate that power, because if you won't have that authority for yourself, people won't treat you in the same manner. Like how I said in the beginning, you have to not take yourself lightly so that people don't take yourself lightly. And considering that, also stay kind, stay gentle with people, because like चिल्ला के काम नहीं होता है, प्यार से बात करके ही काम होगा. अगर ऑर्डर अराउंड करना है, टीम को समझाना है क्या काम करना है, तो आप प्यार से समझाओ. बच्चे हैं, लोग हैं, बड़े हैं, कोई चिल्लाने से नहीं समझेगा. आराम से प्रेशर के अंडर अंडर सब काम करो. Do not panic. If you will panic, your team panics. So you have to have that calm every single time to go ahead. If you don't have that calm, if you don't have the will and energy, nothing will go right in your way. So, but we all have our off days. So days when I don't feel too good to work today and all, I take an off day. That's fine. 1 or 2 days in a week, it's okay. If you don't feel like working, don't push yourself, because your body also needs to rejuvenate after some time. And what I do ideally on that day, अब काम तो बंद नहीं होना चाहिए just because you're feeling low today. So I delegate work in the morning to all my interns and my manager, and then I go off and take my entire day off. And meanwhile, पीछे वो सारा काम होता रहता है. You don't have to worry about it. Maybe शाम को if you want to go through what stuff is happening, just go through your texts and all, just see what's happening. But rest, you can also always have a work and personal life balance. It's not like 24 घंटे काम करते रहो. That's not true. And what else did I have? Okay, another thing. So how it said about multitasking, what I felt was I am a person who loves to multitask. I mean, that's me as a person, but it kind of gets messy. But what I've realized is being an entrepreneur, you have to multitask. You can't just be like, अभी मैंने एक काम किया है, अच्छा अब मैं 15 मिनट बाद दूसरा करूंगा, वॉट एवर वर्क इज लाइक हाउंडिंग यू एट दैट टाइम, वो भी अटेंड करना है, डू इट, लाइक लर्न हाउ टू मल्टीटास्क। यू कांट जस्ट बी लाइक मैं एक काम पे कैसे फोकस करूँ, दूसरे काम पे कैसे फोकस करूँ, यू कांट कीप क्राइंग अबाउट दैट, यू हैव टू डू एवरीथिंग एट द सेम टाइम। अगर 4 लोगों के कॉल आ रहे हैं एट द सेम टाइम, अटेंड टू वन, अटेंड टू अनदर वन, कीप डूइंग इट आफ्टर वन आफ्टर द अनदर, प्रायोरिटाइज योर वर्क। अभी इंटर्न का टेक्स्ट आया हुआ है या क्लाइंट का कॉल आया हुआ है, ऑब्वियसली अटेंड टू द क्लाइंट वन फर्स्ट, इंटर्न का काम 2 मिनट बाद भी हो सकता है। क्लाइंट अगर लूज हो गया दैट्स अ बिग प्रॉब्लम, इंटर्न अगर का काम थोड़ी देर लेट हो जाए दैट्स योर पर्सनल कंपनी वर्क, दैट्स फाइन, लाइक यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट दैट। And to get on to also into the entrepreneurship, I would advise everybody to read books about entrepreneurship. That will really help you to go forward. Robin Sharma and all, they can help you to go ahead. They have like he has a good idea to go ahead with business and all. And I was just reading a book. It's called The Myths About Small Businesses, and I'll share the link and all with you. You can read that book as well. It's pretty helpful. And so now I'll tell you a little bit about our core and values. So you have to stick to your core and values of a business. So if you're deciding today कि आज मुझे आज से from now on my business would be entirely ethical, no like shady ways of doing a business, you have to stick to that. You can't treat your business as a joke. So I always make sure I stick to my business. So what I do is like in a real, like me as a person, I'm a very curious kind of person. I always want to know कि ये ऐसे क्यों किया, ये इसको ऐसे क्यों नहीं किया. My question for myself is always why. But when I'm doing my business, it's entirely opposite. I'm like, why not? So if my team suggests a marketing idea, and maybe I wouldn't have thought about it earlier, and now they're suggesting it to me, I'm like, okay, why not? Let's do this. Keep your approach as to be why not every single time. Because if you're not open to ideas, if you're not open to learnings, you won't go ahead. So I would suggest everybody to be curious about stuff. Think, ये ऐसे क्यों करना है, ये ऐसे क्यों नहीं किया. Watch a lot of videos about entrepreneurs. You can watch that movie called Founder, where they're telling how McDonald's came into the picture. You can watch that movie The Intern. It's by Anna Hathaway, where she's managing a lot of stuff together, and she's also managing her private life. She's also handling investors. She's handling her company. You can see how to go ahead with that. And yeah, so you can gain a lot of inspiration, keep that will and strength in check to go ahead in what you want to pursue. And you guys can take 2 minutes. I'll take a break. You guys can take 2 minutes to fill the form that they've sent. It's the feedback form. You can fill it right now, and then I'll start back again. It's sent on the group chat. Okay, cool. So yes, please contact me for any other sugar cravings that you have. We do eggless and sugarless tea cakes, and we're doing a lot of gift hampers for Rakhi as well. So you can go ahead with that. And we have also collaborations done with brands. So we have like soap brands contacting us for collaboration. So we're giving out nice Rakhi hampers this time. So you can order that. We have Rakhi hampers with Rakhi gifting and our cakes, with soaps and our cakes, with trays and our cakes. So a lot of stuff happening for Rakhi on our Instagram page and our website. You can check our website. It's www.mrmoustachescakes.com. So Yeah, you can order around. We're delivering in Gurgaon for now, and once the lockdown eases, we'll be delivering in Delhi as well. And we're on Zomato. You can order from us on Zomato. We're called Mr. Moustache's Cakes. Yeah, and I'll share all the links in the end. That's not a problem. And another thing, what I realized was when I was speaking to my few friends, they have a lot of great ideas to go ahead in life and all. But I do see this one point that's missing in everybody. They all keep complaining about the confidence they lack. That's another issue I understand. So personally, for me, as a in my background, I'll tell you a little bit about my background. So I've always been a person who's been open, more to changes and all, and I keep asking questions. I'm not hesitant to speak and all that. That's what gave me confidence to pursue my goals. So always have that confidence in yourself. If you won't have that faith in yourself, no one will have that faith in your brand. So I trust my brand purely. I trust my product purely. That's why I went ahead with it. If I felt like, okay, this won't work out, I wouldn't have gone ahead with it anyway. So you need to have that confidence. It's okay, criticism आता है, लोग बोलते हैं ये अच्छा नहीं है, वो अच्छा नहीं है, you can be better. Take it in a positive way, कर दो better, give it to them what they want. Like do not hesitate. Like if you have certain goals and ideas in your mind, go ahead with it. No one's stopping you. Think of the world as an endless possibility. I would go ahead with this. Nothing is impossible. I actually have this criteria in my mind. Like I seriously feel nothing is impossible. That's what makes me strive every single day. I can do this also, I can do that also. Okay, so we have like 15 minutes left for our call. It's kind of sad. Like I love talking to you and all you guys, and all you guys are listening to me very patiently. This was a fun session. But last 15 minutes are left. I would advise if you guys have any questions or anything, you guys can put it forward now. I can answer to them right now. And just in case I do miss out on any question, you can contact me after this. I'll share my links and I'll share my IDs and everything. You can contact me after that. You can see images. Sure, I'll show you my images. One second. I need to share my screen. Can I have the permission to do that? I'll share the photos. Okay, one second. One second. So this is our Instagram page. We're on Magic Pen now. So try to be everywhere on every marketing portal as you can be. Zomato, Magic Pen, Swiggy, be everywhere you are. So when you're launching a brand, go out there. Do not hesitate. हर पोर्टल पे अपना मेंशन कराओ, सबको अपने बारे में बताओ. Because if people wouldn't know about your brand, how else would you proceed? Awareness is the key. Try to create maximum awareness about your brand. So you see, we're on Magic Pen. We collaborated with Miss Sister. So we're giving out soaps and brownies and donuts. This box friend is collaborating with us for Rakhi. She's giving out earrings with our chocolates. And we have Night Suit brand as well contacting us, collaborating with us. We have earring brands, we have the stray bands, we have this gifting partner. This is my dad and I. He's the baker. He's kind of shy in front of the camera, so that's why he didn't come today. And other than that, we have okay, we're also on Modern Online Store. So this is another brand which sells our products. So you can check that out as well. We're selling gift cards. This is our carrot cake. We had another Rakhi offer where we're giving out seals, wax seals with our chocolates. And this is our lemon cake, tea cake, muffin. This was our Father's Day wish for my dad. We made Oreo pops. We have strawberry brownie. We have mustache shaped chocolate. So this is our signature chocolate. What we do, we because Mr. Moustache's cakes, hence mustache shaped chocolate. This is another bestseller. Chocolate cake is a signature cake. This is what my dad feels proud of, like the maximum. And we have chocolate dip strawberries, which isn't available right now because it's not in the season, but otherwise in winters, yes. We have donuts, assorted donuts. We have classes where you can learn how to bake with us. And we have glazed donuts. We have brownies. Brownies are also another hit. Besides this, we also have chocolate dipped marshmallows, which kids love. Like personally, I also love marshmallows. So this is the dish that I love. Our pineapple upside down cake is another bestseller which people love eating. This is from one of the exhibitions that we were doing. This was a collaboration with a big company. We sent out 250 boxes to them. This is a video where we were displaying at exhibitions. At exhibitions, also being an entrepreneur, you have to make sure jitna money you're putting into the stall, make sure you get some profit back out of it. I'm not suggesting a specific amount because that won't be possible, but try to make sure कि जितना लगाए. Let's say if you spent 250 rupees or 250, I mean 25,000 on your stall, get at least like 30 back. Like that should be your ideal thing. And if you do not get it back, trust me, do not come home with that loss back. So yeah, I try to make sure like when I'm going out for an exhibition, I do make sure I make profits. Otherwise, I have sleepless nights. I'm telling you, that's how entrepreneurs should be. And we have um, chocolates. We have chocolate covered cookie. We don't do icing cakes for now. We only do it for special orders and birthday orders. But yeah, we deal with in tea cakes only. So this is a pineapple upside down, which is delicious to eat. And this is when, so I keep showing everything on Instagram, our progress. And also when we were on Zomato, I put it out there. When we displayed at Hornuke, I put it out there. Our Valentine's Day menu, our food menu, our customer feedback, um, your in general menu, a little bit of snippets of behind your scenes, your customer photos, what's happening. Like keep showing people what you're into. Abhi kisse collaboration chal raha hai? What are you working on? What are you preparing at this time? Rakhi's coming up. What are you trying to do? So this was our stall at Karen Anand exhibition. So we put up this mustache shaped balloon because Mr. Moustache's cakes, and it looked pretty. It one of them flew away as well, and yeah, we share what where all we have been featured. We got featured on LBB, so we shared that. Keep sharing your coverages. Treat them very as a very important thing. Keep posting product photos, good nice product photos. Show the customer what you can do and what you can give out to them. And this was our first exhibition at Houseful Exhibition. This was done with Ramola Bachchan. She conducts this exhibition, and this was our first big shot at Mr. Moustache's Cakes. A lot of influencers received our brownies at that time. We collaborated with them as our gifting partner, and yeah, this is our logo. It has a mustache in it. Yeah, this is our Instagram. For our website, you guys can subscribe here to know more about our website. And we have our products, we have online ordering, we have cake, we have product photos, me and my dad, our story about us, and we have our Instagram link, and we have the location and the contact address. So yeah, that's there. Okay. So coming back to my okay, let's take questions now. Guys, you can start asking me questions. Sure, I would love to do that. I can easily guide you for your business and everything. Yeah, I would love to be someone's business mentor. It'll be a big deal for me as well, since I'm also learning every single day, trying to deal my way through the world out there. But I would love to be someone's business mentor. I can help them out. Any other question? You guys can ask me stuff about what I've spoken, any doubts, any queries, anything. I can tips and tricks for online business expansion. Okay, treat your social media as your best friend. Make a lot of awareness on your platforms through social media. Use LinkedIn, use Facebook. Tag people every single where. Add hashtags, add location, do all of these things, and post bright pictures. And you can also use LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, WhatsApp. WhatsApp can also help. And expansion in COVID times. Okay, so again, in COVID times, you should also focus on make evaluating your business. Think about, let's say if you've been running your business quite some time, abhi tak kya kya kar rahe ho and what more can you do. So you can focus on stuff like, let's say you were doing a particular thing since quite some time and now you feel like it's not working out. Think how can you make it better. I think COVID is the right time where you can evaluate yourself and your business. Like you can really rethink about all the decisions that you've taken till date. That will really help you out. And other than that, you can also revamp your menu. अभी तक जो menu decide कर रखा था उसको थोड़ा update कर लो. And other than that, you can also so, we all have pending tasks that never gets done. Make a list of all the things that you need to do. Prioritize them. So, mere liye, when the lockdown started, there were so many pending tasks I had for the business. Like I had to create my database and all of these things, and then I kept it as a priority. Like as soon as the lockdown started, one by one, I started doing all of these things at the same time. I mean, at one time, and I covered all the tasks at that time. So you should also catch up on your pending work, and you should also network with a lot of bakers and all and businessmen at this time, because this time everybody's a little vela. They can also talk to you at this time because they have time to attend to network and all, so you can do that. Share my Instagram link. You can follow me here. You can know about our updates, and you can ask me more questions if you have. And yeah, I think if you guys have any more questions, anyone, Sharon or anyone.
All right, I guess if anyone has anything else to ask, they can contact her directly. She shared her Instagram handle, and please do contact Khushboo for all your sugar cravings. And she's right here delivering all over Delhi NCR. And yeah, we know all about entrepreneurship now. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for addressing all of us. And yeah, it was really great connecting with all of you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking time out on a weekend for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for